I had to bribe him. He's all of a sudden camera shy. Sammy, say hi. Arr! Arr! Say hi. We've got some work to do. This could all go horribly wrong at any minute. Hello there, and welcome to the 234th edition of Louis Black's Rantcast, entitled, Is This Really the Turning Point? Or I could have called it, Is This the Turning Point Really? Or how many turning points does it take to actually hit the turning point? Because we've been through a lot of turning points. We are constantly turning our points. We are turning, this is the turning point, this is the turning point, this is the turning point. Now we're at the turning point. This is the one, though, because apparently this is different than all the other turning points. What makes this night different from all other nights, huh? What makes this turning point different from all other turning points? Huh? Kennedy was supposed to be the Robert, good John, I mean. Then there was supposed to be the Robert Kennedy. No, it was Martin Luther King. No, it's Malcolm X. All of these are turning points. Every single fucking one of them has been a turning point. We've had more turning points than anybody should have. And you think by the time we've spun around, we would be dizzy enough to actually know what the fuck is going on. All right? That's how, because we can't do it with any kind of clarity. So maybe spinning around will do it. And maybe if we continue to say this is the turning point, we're not going to get to it. Okay, as long as we're going to have basically a gun-crazed society, or is it really gun? Yeah, it is. Okay, it fucking is. All righty, and it's enough is fucking enough. And I'm tired of talking about it, and I'm tired of arguing about it. But, you know, it really wasn't because he had the guns. Just an amazing, it's just beyond belief what's occurred. All right? We're not even allowed to enjoy the last 6 days of summer without the shit hitting the fucking fan yet again. All right? What the fuck? What the fuck is the matter with us? Huh? When are we going to come to our senses? When are some adults going to stand up and go, enough is fucking enough? And you don't get to talk like this anymore. All right? Zip it. Okay? When I started doing comedy, basically it was I figured a comic can talk like this. Okay? Why? Because he's looking for a joke. Okay? He's not looking to inflame people. He's not looking to prove a point. Okay? And I wasn't. I was looking for fucking laughs. But weren't you trying to? No, I wasn't. But now I'm done. I'm done fucking fooling around with this bullshit. That was the turning point. Son of a bitch. And then he comes out with who's he? You know, granted, it's Charlie Kirk is a friend of his, so I understand he's upset. But you act like a president, okay? Doesn't make him a great president not to act like one. And you act like one by trying to bring both sides together in moments like this type of division. You don't point fingers. Whereas the radical left, they're really out of control when you have no fucking evidence yet. Right? You got a lone gunman. Ooh, and he had a gun. Really? Yeah, a gun. All right? And how do we know what he's... Chances are nuts. Okay? Nuts. A real good shot that he's nuts. He's 22. All right? Well, you know, how could he? Now we're going to have, it's all going to come out. Here come the conspiracies. And I have to say, it's odd. It is fucking odd. Yeah, can you say, they say, well, you know, he should be able to shoot at 200 yards and be able to do that. Really? Really? How much practice did he have? Can we get some information here? Huh? How much? And then it's just, the whole thing is fucking odd. All right, I'd never heard of him. That doesn't make it odd, but I didn't hear of him. I didn't know who he was. And I'm on college campuses. Okay, we had a lot of followers, and they seemed to really, because he was always, asking. It wasn't just about what he believed in. It was, trying to get an argument where the other side could make its point, and he would always. I've watched some of this stuff. Yeah, they can make their point, and then he'd come back and go, "No, that's you're wrong." Okay, the way most arguments are. Lots of people have done that. Okay, a lot of them. Now, and say he's a martyr? No. Okay, he's someone who had and who tried to do what he did, and there's information that, and I'm not going to discuss the information because I don't know, and I'm not doing fucking research. All right, all I know is that I read a bunch of stuff, and I'm not going to sit here and go, well, okay, it will all come out. There are people who are good at this, and that's what they do, and they will say where it came from, and to deny that what comes out of our president's mouth didn't have something to do with creating an inflamed atmosphere. Not that it created this occurrence, but just that the fire was lit, and it's been lit for a while, and it's only one side's fault. Fuck you. Okay? Enough's fucking enough. All right? Get some adults in the room to sit down and speak English to the rest of the country, and basically point out that there is a reality that we share. Okay? And at the edges, you can kind of futz around a bit. But we share a common reality in which we have to respect each other, whether we fucking like it or not. And we have to act like civilized human beings, whether we fucking like it or not. And whether we can or not. Fucking, of course we can. We did it. All right? And every so often, somebody rises out of the muck and finds a gun and tears it all asunder. And we've been through it again and again and again, and it's our history. And I'm not going to dwell on that. I will say, oddest press conference, oddest. The whole thing is odd. He gets shot. Next day is 9/11, and then the stuff pours out. Okay, God, they just go. Everything goes crazy, and I just find it odd that being back to back. Do I think it's a conspiracy? No. Mm-mm. I don't believe in conspiracies. Why? Because we're not smart enough to do what we should do, so that we're able to actually do something like this, put it together, get it all organized, get the one weapon right on the side of it, and get the bullets signed, everything, da-da-da-da. No. But who knows? Very strange, and then very odd afterwards. It's the first time there's been any criticism of Kash Patel. He's kind of come out, they kind of go, it isn't what the head of the FBI should be doing. This is my pal, and I've got some information. He's doing it. The president's announcing it on Fox News. What, are you kidding me? Talk about raising this to a different fucking level. And then Kash Patel, in Utah, of all places, says at the very end of his speech, because sitting through that was madness, he says that, yes, it's sad that he's lost a friend, but I'll meet you in Valhalla, he says to his friend. I'll see you in Valhalla? Are you shitting me? Well, that's the way I don't care. Okay? You're the head of the FBI, and and this is the first time you've been criticized for the way you've been acting. And he did it again today. He's saying stuff. We got some information, and we don't know if we have the information. Okay, and that's just today. God knows what comes out tomorrow. And then just little things. Well, the person he was living with was transgender. Ooh, yeah, we know that. Ooh. No information, no nothing. If it's true, it's true. Okay? Gather the information, tell us the information. We can't go on living like this. All right? Unbelievable turning point. And that's enough. I have babbled enough. Okay? That's for sure about that. I have nothing to add. I have never seen anything like what is going on now. No. I've seen the death. I've seen some of the kind of the stuff that rises around it, but not on this level of accusations. Mm-mm. And I'm befuddled by it all. Maybe it's because I have shingles. Yes, I do. I wanted to share that with you. The reason I wanted to share it with you is because I had the Shingrix shots. You get 2 of them, and I had them, and supposed to have settled in, and as Robert Kennedy Jr. said, you can't trust him, and so now I have it. My dermatologist was shocked. She knows of no case of what's occurred to me. That once you get that shot, you're not supposed to get it. And it happened with the other one. I am something that whatever it is in my system, I am not protected the way I should be. However, I don't have a severe case of it, so I don't have the very bad reaction you can get, the itching or the pain, which is supposed to be brutal. I have, and it's not on my face or my shoulders. The first time it was, I think, on my face. I don't remember. It was a while back, and this is very mild. However, I have been feeling a huge sense of fatigue since then. Huge. And the doctor thinks that may be a reaction to shingles. And of course, I should be now joining, after especially joining Robert Kennedy in his crusade against vaccines. But I'm not gonna. I'm glad I took it. I'm glad it seems to apparently have helped. I'm glad I took all the vaccines. And I think it's insane to be living in a place where we're putting ourselves at risk when we don't have to. All right. Do I think certain people shouldn't take the vaccine? Yeah. If an adult had a severe reaction to it, I don't think their child, if they had and stop trying to prove that it has something to do with autism. Just stop it. We've gone through this already a ton of times, and it doesn't work. Okay. They've not been able to show how the vaccine and autism, the vaccines and autism cross. All right. You got rid of measles, and now you're going to bring it back. And I won't even go there. But he did do, here's where we are. And the fact that he's in charge, we've got to get it together. All right. Many Americans have found that giving birth has become pricey and potentially dangerous. The United States has a higher rate of mothers dying in pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum than any other high-income nation. It was unbelievable. How is it possible for us? How is that possible? 32.6 deaths for every 100,000 live births in 2022, up from 25.3 deaths in 2018. The rates are sharply higher for some ethnic groups. Black women, for 50 deaths, nearly triple the rate for white and Hispanic. That same year, Canada recorded 8.4 deaths. The UK, 5.5. Norway, 0. The average cost of giving birth is also higher here than in other high-income countries, coming in at $19,000 for a vaginal delivery in 2022, or about $2,500 after insurance kicks in. In Germany and France, the total cost is about $2,500. Yet experts warn that pregnancy in the U.S. could become both more risky and more expensive in coming years because of President Trump's recent spending and tax law, which over the next decade will cut $930 billion, almost $1 trillion, from Medicaid, a program that covers 41% of all the births in the United States, including nearly half in rural communities. We need to continue to invest in public health infrastructure and to put in people in charge who don't believe in medicine, like our boy Bobby. Unbelievable. Unfucking-lievable. Just a few more things to read, and then we're out of here. Because I got, I've got things I've got to get done. And Sammy needs a walk, and maybe I'll try to pop him up in the chair, but he's had a rough day of lying around. The British Employment Tribunal, I like the sound of that, awarded damages to a woman fired for calling her bosses dickheads to their faces. While the remark was not acceptable, the court found the one-off comment did not amount to gross misconduct. Good for her. Probably right. They probably are dickheads. Okay? Fired her for calling them dickheads. Good for the British Employment Tribunal, and good for the fact that they have an employment tribunal. We have human resources which can't seem to get it together, and mostly. But it'd be interesting to see if these guys must have been real dickheads for the tribunal. Can you imagine for the tribunal to come down on the side of the woman? It's pretty amazing. And meanwhile, a new study found that people who gawk at their phones while on the toilet have a 96% increased risk of hemorrhoids. We're just now understanding how much smartphones impact lots of other factors in our lives, said lead author of the study, Dr. Tricia Pasricha. And that's what I got for you. That's our week. And what a week it was. And I'll see you again next week, if all goes well. And hopefully, we'll see. God knows what the information will be. God knows what they'll be telling us. God knows why we're going through this. I don't know. It's really a test. No, it's not a test. It's our inability to come to peace with the demons that are within all of us. And we just said, hey, let them rip. All right? I used to let them rip on stage, and that's a good place for them. That's where we kind of have a tribal moment together. You don't do it. You don't let the demons rip when you're the president. So, zip it. Okay? I know as your friend, go ahead and grieve. And don't blame a specific group. Don't point your fingers at the Democrats, the most ineffectual group of fucks that have ever come down the pike. Okay? Please. All right? They don't even inspire the people who follow them. All right? They don't inspire the people who follow them. So don't tell me they're at fault. Okay? It's a combo platter. Okie doke. It's the poo-poo platter that is politics. And I think you're going to enjoy the rants, and I look forward to your reactions and to getting more and more. I'm very proud of these, the live rants that we did, and it was a lot of fun, and look forward to doing more. October 17th, by the way, you should know that I'll be coming to the Easton, Pennsylvania. If you're looking for some Crayola crayons, it's the place to go. And then on that's the 16th to 15th and the 16th, I'll be coming to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, home of the clothier. I've told you this before, and I'm going to tell you again. Don't even come to see me. Just go there to get yourself a new suit. It's the 17th and the 18th. Good. Not even close. October 17th in Easton, Pennsylvania. October 18th, I will be in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. What I said before still applies, and because it won't change because of the dates. And I look forward to seeing those of you who come out there. Mostly, I hope you take care of yourselves. Try to muddle through. Try to get through a week. And hopefully, if you got children, that you can explain it to them. I have a difficult time explaining this stuff to my dog when he sees me running around the apartment with what appears to be my hair on fire. Let's take care of ourselves and each other. That would be a nice place to start. Thanks for the privilege and the pleasure of spending time with you. We're coming to you live tonight from the Palazzo Theater at the Venetian Hotel and Resort. And it's been a delight to be here for a day. I've not left. I have not left. I have not left. I'm here with a puppy that I've just had for about 8 weeks, and I tried to take him outside, and even he broke his paw to give me a finger. Tonight's, I think you're going to enjoy these, and if not, I could give a fuck anymore. I really can't. I don't care. I've given this opportunity out, and it just astonishes me sometimes what people have to say. But we got the first 5, people are pissed. And all about the same thing. I didn't realize this. Les Seepert, why are they charging for parking in Las Vegas to see your show? It should be free. Well, Les, thank you. And I don't know. It wasn't like I'm getting a cut, Les, okay? I fucking played the voice of anger, Les, okay? I have a hot dog stand in goddamn fucking Disneyland. And they sell hot dogs, not just when I'm performing, every fucking night, every day, solid all day. Kids going, I need a hot dog, Mommy. Do I get a dime? No. If you think I'm getting a dime off the parking, I don't know why they're doing it. I didn't know that. It makes no sense. Of course, I'm sitting here saying this, and this will be the last time I'll be here performing. This is from Ms. Me. How much do you pay for the rants? I don't pay for the fucking rants, okay? I've explained this earlier in the act. I don't pay for the rants at all. The reason I don't pay for the rants is because I read all the rants and then take the opportunity to express your anger in my voice, which I've been doing for fucking ever. So I'm really sorry to cut you out of this great deal that I have. And geez, how much do you pay for the rants? I just had a $20 crab cake at the Venetian. Well, you know, and you're acting like I'm I had a spatula and then raced over here. I just had a $20 crab cake at the Venetian and paid $30 to park. Well, that's not my fault. But I understand why you're pissed. And why would you eat a crab cake in fucking Las Vegas? I'm just gonna tell you. There's me, I am from the state of Maryland. We are the ones who created it, okay? For $27, go to a thing called G&M Crab Cakes, okay? It's fucking phenomenal. It will be the best crab cake you ever ate. And you go, fuck, this costs more than the crab cake I ate at the fucking Venetian. But now I feel better about all the money I spent, because now I know where to get a really good fucking crab cake. If you were jonesing for a crab cake that much, you fucking go online, look these fuckers up, and get yourself a really good crab cake. This is from Ed Plaza, and I'm reading this because I said it during the act. If I knew you were going to stream this live, I would have fucking stayed home. You would have stayed home and watched this. Missed the whole other part, huh? Good. All right. Fuck it, Ed. All right. Arlene Floyd, and the hits keep happening just to see your fucking ass tonight. We got fucked for $30 just to park at this fucking place. I'm a local who's just as fucking tired as the fucking Canadians for getting fucked on the strip. I don't know if they're coming back. Are the Canadians coming back? See? They're smart enough to stay home. They looked at the fucking temperature today and said, well, I would have won $10,000 today, but son of a bitch, not in that heat. This is Kurt Ralph, and he brings it to an end with, I'm a Vegas local. Why the fuck am I being charged to park on the strip? We're dropping $500 to $700 every time we come down here with overpriced food, drinks, and shitty slots. Your shows are a great value, though. I had to read that. Thank you. Thank you, Kurt. This is from Christopher Johnson. Mr. Black, remember to avoid the 3 B's while you're here, and I believe this is true. They never get the desired or expected results. Bitching, bragging, borrowing. True. I mean, I've been to Vegas enough. I bitch here when I'm here. I brag about winning, but I've never borrowed. I've come close. It's John Griffith. The traffic cones seem to be reproducing faster than they are melting. This one is perfect. This is when you wonder, what the fuck is the matter with us? These are the moments when you hear things like this are happening. Our neighbor's teenage daughter drove her dad's truck into our house, then left the scene to go to soccer tryouts. No fucking accountability. Oh, and they bought her a Tesla once she got her driver's license. Well, sirree, Bob, we are really on track. Son of a bitch. Brooke Rayworth. Tourist complaints of it being 100 degrees, while locals are like, yeah, it's only 100 degrees today. Marissa Govan is rightfully pissed. Baby daddy can't pay his $117 a month for his half of our son's insurance. But he can golf every day and post it on social fucking media. I hope he enjoys the feel of those balls, since he doesn't have any to face me. From Woody Dolan, who I believe I've read another one of his about recently. What goddamn moron at Breakstone decided that butter was a high security item? As a senior, I have a tremendous trouble opening up a butter packet in a diner. The same goes for the little cream cups. These people are fucking idiots. No, I do think that's true. I really do. And I'm fucking old, but they are really fucking with people. And those child safety caps kiss my dick, okay? Or, I mean, seriously. God damn it. And then and then people go, no, I'll do it. And then they're fucking sitting there going, boy, now all of a sudden something's wrong with it. Go fuck yourself. James Young, I'm a teacher here in Las Vegas. No, it's good. I'm serious. It takes a lot of courage, and it takes, you fucking are up against a wall now in terms of it. Between the parents, the school board, all the other bullshit involved. And everyone who teaches, not everyone, but a lot of people who teach fucking get, my mother was a teacher, and the ones who get it really get it. And they don't need anybody to tell them how to do it. They want to do it, there's a reason they want to do it, and they go and do it. I'm a teacher here in Las Vegas. Today I had a kid announce to the entire class that she bites and eats her toenails. I teach high school. This was the best part of my day. This is Michelle Z. Our education system is so fucked that today I had to explain how a vagina works to my 27-year-old client. I'm a therapist. He was so misinformed from all the porn he watched. That's a good, solid reaction. Not laughter. That's when you don't laugh. That's when you have that kind of, really? I'm incredulous. I mean, I hope you told him that he had to dress up and be bringing her a pizza or something. Because that's really the key to it. Or milk. But that's too back. That goes too far back. They wouldn't believe, the kid wouldn't have believed it. Really? There used to be milkmen? Yeah, they used to bring the whole cow. Jody Greenfield has this to say. Dear garment industry, why do you use the stiffest, scratchiest, and itchiest fabric for the tags? I understand that your label and branding are important to you, but can't you use the same fabric as the garment? No one sees the tags in public, only at the clothing shop. Uncomfortable tags are removed from your garment and the seams are sewn back by non-professionals. Did you know that? Please explain to me why you sew ridiculously large black tags into sheer white nighties. Huh? Someone needs to tell you that this practice is tacky. You can't buy light-colored, skimpy, lacy panties without black tags in them either. Frankly, I think you're messing with us. The panties are smaller than the hideous tag. So basically, we are buying a huge square of fabric that happens to have a pair of sexy panties attached to it. And just what is it with putting even more tags on garments these days? Using the inside seams now? If they replace the neckline ones, that could be good. But alas, they are an addition to the tag collection, increasing the number of tagectomies I need to perform. Oh, FYI, a tagectomy is the surgical removal of a garment tag and the reconstructive surgery needed to repair the garment afterwards. Y'all should be ashamed. Thank you, Jody. From Shannon Swatman. Speaking of Cracker Barrel, for those of you who missed it, Cracker Barrel has got a new logo, and it has made some people insane. Like the other logo was, whoo, boy, I can't wait to see that on a sign as I'm riding down the road. They could look. I ate at Cracker Barrel a lot over the past, being on the road. Okay, I mean, and one of the reasons I ate there was because they had a breakfast in which they brought you everything, and I fucking mean everything, that you would actually get if you walked to a breakfast buffet. But they brought it over to you, and you didn't have to get up and fucking share it with others. And that always impressed me. And I never sat in a Cracker Barrel and thought, wow, that sign, woo, that's so precious to me. If you've never been to a Cracker Barrel, sadly, they're beginning to change what the interior in a lot of ways, but they're also changing what they're selling. If you could walk into a Cracker Barrel at any time, like now, even a month ago, it was Halloween. It was Halloween in July. The shit happens so fast at Cracker Barrel, you're living in the future. So Shannon has to say the insides remind me of some institution. The furniture looks like they raided the Rent-A-Center buyback warehouse and walked out with the least busted shit. The weird rolling pins, graters, and whisks displayed on the wall remind me of shanks or weapons that have been confiscated in a jail or prison. Shannon, I don't agree with you. I've eaten in a lot of Cracker Barrels. It's just a goofy array of farm equipment that make no sense up there. And if you've ever had your fucking Coca-Cola chocolate cake and it didn't bring tears to your eyes, and you stopped worrying about whether you were going to be shanked while you were there, you've really been missing the point. It's not about what's on the wall, Shannon. It's what goes in your tum-tum. Rick Strohmeyer. It really roasts my nuts when good comedians take it upon themselves to lie about a situation in order to make their point. At your Santa Cruz show, you were poo-pooing Trump because he brought the National Guard to D.C. only because Big Balls got his iPad stolen. Fact was, Big Balls and his girlfriend were being carjacked. Much different than a stolen iPad. Creating and pushing fake news is not comedy. Nor, you fucking, I wish they'd steal this iPad. Creating and pushing fake news is not comedy nor funny. Well, Rick, I'm reading this to make amends for that. I made a mistake, okay? And I did. I made a big mistake. I was wrong. But I felt that I'd read already 3 times that they had stolen his iPad. It turns out I think, from what I could gather today after getting your thing, that they stole his iPhone, that they actually stole it. So that was the news that I got, okay? And I leapt to a conclusion. And I have to remember, and this is another reason why I'm getting out of this bullshit, I have to remember that now I have to do research, Rick. Okay? And I shouldn't have to do research. When the news comes out over a wire, I shouldn't have to check to see if they're telling me the truth. It shouldn't come out that way. And you should know that what I have done minimally really affected the 3,000 or 5,000 people who watched that night who could actually get the fucking visual and me talking, Rick, okay? I'm very sorry, but it's part of what I also had said, and you've dismissed, okay, is that I didn't think it was right on any level that you have someone working for the federal government and the goddamn press and others refer to him as Big Balls. He's got a name. I saw his name today for the first time. The first fucking time. So, and I think if you were going to get upset with me, I would like you to get upset with all of the people who make shit up, okay? Because all I was doing I didn't know I was making shit up. And there's tons of people who are making shit up. I mean, our president, and I'm sure you'll yell about this, our president recently said that he has stopped 7 wars. And he wants a Nobel Peace Prize. So I'm serious. I really appreciate you fucking telling me to pay attention, and that's right. But if you could also, but part of what I try to do is to tell fucknut to pay attention too. This is from Paul Perry, and I'm ending with this, and I want to thank all of you for coming out this evening. I take a great joy in playing in Vegas, and have had some great memories, and it's one of the places that people say, well, you're going to perform again? I will perform from time to time. I am not going to be doing 100 shows a year. If I find that there's a whole bunch of shit that is fucking stacked up and I got to get out of my house and yell, I will return. But I'll do like 10 shows over the course of a year, not fucking running around like a goddamn rat. So, this is from Paul Perry. And not that I didn't enjoy my rat costume. Paul Perry says, maybe not a rant, but hopefully something worth saying. I'm a fan of your comedy and enjoy your Rantcast. I'm honestly not always a fan of your politics. In fact, when I tell some of my friends that I enjoy listening to you, they appear shocked. How is it possible to listen to such a left-wing nutcase? I don't see myself as a left-wing nutcase. I see myself as a nutcase. Because it really wasn't until this president that people never said that I was left-wing. And now, because I've had trouble with him, I'm seen as left-wing. Maybe that's it, I don't know. Here's the part that is sadly missing from our society now. I can enjoy your comedy while not enjoying your political views. It's possible to think that someone can have amusing and entertaining insights about a variety of topics, even if you don't agree with everything that person thinks. I sometimes can even laugh when you share political views, even if they may not align with mine. I think our society might be a bit more tolerant of each other if we were willing to occasionally listen to those who have different opinions. There's nothing wrong with hearing different perspectives. I want to thank you, Paul. It was a nice way to end the evening, and I think what you said is absolutely true. And I appreciate the words. And I appreciate all of you for spending time with me. All of you have been watching on the Rantcast. We have 3 more coming up, and one is in Los Angeles, one in San Diego, and then in order for me to get really depressed, we end things up at Sacramento. So if you've got something to get off your chest, send it in, and if I don't read it on the live Rantcast, I'll be reading them weekly when I get home. So take care of each other. It's been a pleasure. Good night. Thanks to all of you for listening to my Rantcast. If you have a rant you want to get off your chest, send it in to me at lewisblack.com/live. You can think of it as therapy, or whatever you want to think of it as. Just let it rip. And I want to thank the true stars of our show, the ranters, and the splendid rants they gave us. Lewis Black's Rantcast was created and hosted by me, Lewis Black. Our live rant audio was produced by James Salter. Our theme song by Chris Lane. Executive producer, Ben Brewer. Executive producers, Matt Kleinschmidt and Robert Kelly.